Did you know that the creator of Tekken like fights in his own tournaments?
Oh, really?
Yeah. The creator of Tekken fights in his own tournaments, and when people are like, bring back so-and-so character for Tekken 8, he's like, I don't owe you shit. It's the funniest fucking thing. I'm like, yo, dude's a Chad!
Like, so there's a spectrum of that. There's that dude, and then there's Sakurai. There's two very different ends of the fighting game spectrum.
Yeah, I like the I don't owe you shit part.
Honestly, based.
Yeah, clearly.
He'll do what he wants. Oh, so hello. Doing pretty good today. How about you?
He'll do what he wants and whom he wants. I'm alive, Brem. I spent the entire day bedridden. It was a great time. I hate my life.
Say, I hope you don't hate it too much. No, hating life is a part of life.
I'm capable of fantastic feats of hatred, I assure you. I was a goth in high school. And then I evolved like a fucking Pokemon into a metalhead. Which is the natural evolution. I didn't need a stone for it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a path. You know, like they're like with
Actually, no, maybe my evolution stone was somebody slipping some fucking Ozzy Osbourne into my fucking miserable garbage music that I was listening to. I heard Crazy Train for the first time and it awakened my chakras.
I never went through like a scene phase. I just went through the Linkin Park phase and never left.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't leave, Dandy. That's not a phase. That's a lifestyle commitment for you.
I'm gonna say, unfortunately, I have to say this. I'm gonna be one of those people. I can't. I at first I was vibing with the new Linkin Park, but the more like I listen, the more I'm like this. There's no. It's not the same.
You can't revive a self-fulfilling prophecy. When the guy who writes all the suicidally depressed emo music crashes out in the way that he's been advertising, you can't bring it back to life. The body's been cold for too long.
Dude was battling some demons, and like there was even a song.
Obviously, he created a band called Linkin Park to be all about it.
There was even a song that he wrote. What was it? When They Come For Me, which was basically a song of like when everyone starts like actually caring about like Linkin Park and like him and everything, he'll already be gone. I'm like, when I heard that song, I was like, I know exactly what he's saying, and it's gonna hurt to see it play out. And yeah, but like the new like, I can't even really call it the new Linkin Park. It's just Mike Shinoda's band at this point. It's not Linkin Park. It just isn't. And I am going to have that opinion. I'm going to be one of those people of like, it was better when they actually were instead of when they were not.
See, I don't know shit about Linkin Park. I just know that some of my favorite bands ended because, you know, the person that was in charge of the band died.
Yeah.
And that's usually how it goes. But like the whole idea of Linkin Park being so Linkin Parky that they can be, hey, let's keep it going. That's kind of seems a little up its own ass for me.
Yeah, like if he would have named the band something else, I would have been fine with it personally. But the fact that he's like carrying on that it's not that.
Well, okay, the Freddie, like the Queen did it better. So I don't know if you know about this band called Queen, this tiny little band called Queen.
Little indie band.
Yeah.
They may have made a documentary or two.
Yeah, their lead singer passed away, Freddie Mercury, from HIV. Fucking sucks. But Here's the thing. A couple years ago, the surviving members of the band were like, we want to keep touring and doing music, but we can't do it without Freddie. So they went and they held this competition.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to make a side band called the Queen Extravaganza. And they found a guy who sounds almost exactly like Freddie Mercury when he sings. But the weird thing is, he almost kind of looks like Freddie Mercury.
That's
so, like, when his band members saw him, they were like, wait, did Freddie come back for us? Like, they were almost like thinking Freddie had been reincarnated.
That would fuck me up in multiple ways. To say, I didn't hear about that story, but I heard that,
yeah,
I'm assuming that...
Oh, as he commented in chat, yeah, they went on to perform for Celine Dion, and Celine started bawling her fucking eyes out.
Aww.
Yeah. It was for one of her birthdays.
I do remember, do you remember Adam Lambert at all? Did you ever hear his music?
No.
He was a runner-up for American Idol one year, and I don't even remember who won that year. He was definitely the person that should have won. But he has, like, that same vibe to his voice that Freddie did. And a lot of people made that comparison at the time. I think he ended up doing a... Someone correct me if I'm wrong on this. I swear this is true. I just can't remember where I heard it. I swear he did like a tribute. Like, he was like the lead in a tribute band to Queen. And it was like... Apparently, it sounded like on point. Like, I gotta look this shit up at some point.
I wanna... Hold on. I found the Mark Martel clip.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not gonna send you what Freddie actually sounds like, because I'm assuming you know.
Oh,
That's what that is Mark Martel's audition, where he even grew the mustache a little bit.
All right, give me a sec.
And he just sings, like, he just sings a little bit. Oh, are you gonna put it on screen for everybody? That's cool.
Oh, well, I'll at least play the audio here. Hold on.
Oh, it's just literally, it's just him singing, so.
There. All right, so let me open this up. Is Firefox is playing. So we'll just...
Now, to clarify, this is not Freddie Mercury singing, but it sounds pretty much 99% identical.
Each morning I get up, I tired.
And you can tell.
That's it. Nope. Okay, that's Oh, yeah, that's all I need to hear. I also don't want to get like fucking... I don't know if Twitch is gonna like strike us down, but like that's... Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's... Wait. Was this at 4 or 3? Does anyone remember?
That's fine.
I think it was at 4. You know what? If the music's too loud, people can yell at us. But Jesus.
Yeah. That man, someone just fucking... I feel like somebody just loaded a save state of Freddie Mercury.
Serious. Also, I have a flashbang for chat before we get started.
Oh, right, yeah. So this was the thing that Dandy was... I was advertising about how you should join the stream at the start, because Dandy's... Apparently, something Dandy was doing before stream made him scream in my fucking ear. I'm excited to see what it is. Share it with the class, Daniel Bandicoot.
So I was like clicking through stuff to prepare for stream. I clicked my Twitter tab, and this is just waiting for me. And I have to wonder, how did we get to this point in life?
Ooh. Is the stack of papers a bit big for you, baby? Clippy's having a sore day.
I need you to understand. Look closely, that is a GIF. I was not brave enough to click on it.
Give me the GIF. Give me the link to the GIF. I will click it. I'll click it. Fuck it. No, pussy,
God.
do it.
Okay,
Send it to me.
Fine.
Send it.
Let me look the Numar, hear me out. No, I am not hearing you out. You say anything else, I will time you out.
I wanna. I hope the you sheep. You had better have moments like that in D&D where we see something fucked up and you're like, hear me out. No, send it to me. Send it to me. It's
not that bad, but his expression changes. There you go. Enjoy it, Ice. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and add that to your folder.
Okay, he's being caressed. That's it.
Yeah, and then he gives a little expression of like,
That's it. His clip. He's just having a little ahegao moment. That's all. They're stroking his clipussy. Don't worry about it.
That's it. We're done with that. We're just bye, Clippy.
They fucking tickled his clipussy.
Why are you like this?
I mean, he's all bent out of shape. Who knows?
Oh.
Is that a hint of a belly bump I detect? Somebody got in there and folded his papers. You know what I mean? Like they maybe he had a little stack overflow, if you know what I mean.
Give me a second, just in case I need it. I am pulling walk through. I'm surprised there hasn't been.
His walk up.
I'm surprised that there has been Clippy porn before. Man,
I'm gonna draw some right now.
No. Hold on. I hate to break it to you and everyone else here, but no, there absolutely has been. Go ahead and am I allowed? You know what? I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna tell you to, but I'm just gonna say, there are furry sites out there that you search Clippy, boom. People are freaks. Where we are in the trial. Were we in the former or the latter?
I'm drawing the Clippy porn right now. I'm doing it.
Okay, I remember where we are.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing it. I just gotta make sure to get his facial expression perfect. Can't half-ass this.
So
it's gotta be as accurate as physically possible.
So while we're in the bad perspective room, I'm going to try to give a little recap of what's happened. Stagor, he better be buff. No, don't encourage this.
I'll do a buff one after, but I need to draw him pregnant first.
Oh my God.
It's the only way. It's the only way. You know it, Dandy. It's the only way it can be done.
So last time, in the trial, we discovered, say, Maki can speak English. Lamawar was walking backstage through the air ducts and being sus the entire time.
Whoa.
And, yeah, that was basically it. The big reveal of, like, how the magic trick was done. And something about the cocoon. Yeah, there was a cocoon that it cures incuritis. That is from Virginia.
Okay, can we talk about how horrible they are for that?
Yes.
Just first off, I haven't had a chance to say that I'm really not impressed with the fact that they made it sound like Virginia. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, for the lovely country of Virginia. Not a fan of that. But also
I'm gonna interrupt you for 1 second to point out the fact that Virginia is right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's even closer. America, why? Anyways.
Okay.
Please continue.
So no, hold on. I've got I've got a gift for you, Daniel Bandicoot.
No, you don't. Don't call it a gift.
I do. It's a treasure.
No.
It's a glorious treasure.
No, it's not.
It's completely safe for work, Dandy.
It's a paper clip. Of course it's safe for work.
It's completely safe for work.
I am gonna be extremely upset.
There you go. I drew that just for you.
Why are you like this? This is disgusting. You are wasting my fucking precious electric energy to display this on my fucking screen, and now I'm gonna waste everyone else's fucking things.
You're gonna fucking shorten everybody's telomeres by posting that on screen.
There it is, y'all. There's Clippy. There's pregnant Clippy.
Oh, man.
Kind of looks like Earthworm Jim. You know, it could be if you want it to be. You want pregnant Earthworm Jim? Could be.
They just casually...
Azzy, shut up! Don't encourage him! Is this payback for the fucking Legacy of Kain stream? Is that what this is?
When you were a gremlin going in my fucking ear? Yes!
This case is basically a version of a country executing anyone for trying to give people the cure for cancer. Yeah, that's essentially it. What if I just...
No.
What if
Don't.
Just...
No.
No, wait. Here, hold on.
Don't. Oh my god, what, are you gonna keep him like a hidden McPixel in the top of the screen? No, it's...
I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lamlor's performance? Reason why she was in that air vent, and that switch, and the flaming guitar. Well, when you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
Holy fuck, dude! Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving!
Oh, look! Dad's back from buying cigarettes.
I knew you had what it took.
Ah, Daddy! Mr. Wright!
I love it when she calls me that.
Wait, you believed in me?
Not really.
Huh?
Yeah, I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance than, like, saying hiya.
Why do I even bother hoping? Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Yeah, I've usually been coming to more interesting things lately. The office got boring after the 3rd season.
He was hooking up with Edgeworth in the dumpsters behind the prosecutor's office.
See, the joke there is that he had been cranking it to The Office, like the show The Office.
Oh, that was too smart for me. I'm stupid.
That I can't believe that joke went over your fucking head.
I didn't even notice it. Not even on the radar, dude.
I am actually kind of upset. Fucking hell. All right. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed. Oh no, what if you're shot too, Daddy?
When I do a thing like that to you. Anyways, I'm off for a while again.
Huh? You're leaving? What, need to go buy the milk that you forgot?
No, cigarettes this time. Oh, one thing before I go.
You said cigarettes the first time. What?
Good luck.
Right. Is that all you came to say?
I think you got things pretty much under control. You'll get Maki Tobae off the hook, no doubt.
Yeah, but...
Hey, wouldn't it be really funny if this entire personality arc that I had was just for this set of trials and, like, I come back later and I act exactly like I did the first 3 fucking games? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't that really upset people? Like, I got this cool character arc where I'm kind of a douche and then I come back and act dumb as shit again.
Mr. Wright, I am not high enough to understand what you're saying.
Whatever you say, Mr. Recites the cutscenes to himself. Anyways, after that detective, though. You're after that detective, right?
Yeah, Darian Crescend.
Yeah. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
The current court system?
Yeah, what did Prosecutor Gavi say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
Prefer 3DS, honestly. Switch is a gimmick. Anyways, it's a piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But
if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure.
so what do I do?
Well, first, you make sure that you only slightly brown the butter. And second off, when you've got the butter in the pan,
not the cooking,
you make
about
sure...
the case.
Okay, but a little bit of oil in the pan with the butter, that stops it from burning. But yeah, like I said, good luck. Oh, and be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
Detective Sky. Emma?
Yeah, just don't call her EE. Anyways, this bag of snacks here was meant for me. Here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material. They smell kind of burnt, too.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Yep, that thing you're smelling is corded. Probably a firecracker or something similar like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Under the sofa?
Yes,
Hey!
Under the sofa. I'm not trying to trick you, Apollo.
Hey, Apollo. Isn't that what you wash yourself with?
That's a loofah.
Oh. I thought that was what you said before D's nut.
No, that's bofa.
Oh.
See, that's a callback to our last stream where Dandy fucked that up really fucking bad.
Oh, very bad.
Very bad. Like that was a bit.
That's where we found that little device thingy.
Right. This. Oh, finally some evidence that makes sense.
Well, that's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe.
Right.
Every man has an igniter inside him.
Excuse me?
It's called the colon. Anyways, find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off.
Are you saying you want me to fuck the suspect, or?
I mean, if he doesn't say no, it's technically fine.
And he walked out the door, just like a magician, normally.
What does he want us to do? I wasn't paying attention.
You don't need to know.
No conventional methods, though. What does that mean?
It means I'm gonna have a lot of lube. I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
I guess.
Almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. But why does she need to hang in there? I don't get that. There's Clavier.
All right, court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where's Detective Crescent? In the fitness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to the Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination when he's not fucking up.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
I know your forehead. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent. Name and occupation, please. Darian Crescent, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you that didn't know. And I'm the guitarist for the Gavineers. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation has changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. So much for old friends.
I see what you're doing, Darian. Pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. Also, I'll be right back. Gotta grab something.
You know what? Let's see. Are there anything? Can I jingle keys? Hold on. Do I have something? Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Man, I really gotta get like some like fun little like videos and stuff. Wait, is there a little video? Maybe I do have something. No, I don't. Man, I wish Tumblr was still, like, alive. That's where I got a lot of my fun GIFs. Oh, wait, hold on. No. I have a folder that I used to use for reaction GIFs. Do I still have that thing? Remember, had some weird shit in there. I just gotta find it. I don't have any stories right this second. Don't you worry. I got things in store. Tumblr is still around though. It is! I could probably make another Tumblr, but...
Let's pop this trial chassis right open.
Okay.
You may begin with your response to Lamoire's testimony.
Don't worry, chat. There will be key jingling next break, I promise.
Provided you even remember what the testimony was. It's been a while. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it.
Oh, Lamoire was crawling through the vents, and she said that she heard his voice just before Mr. Latouche was shot.
Yep. No, I got plenty to say. Lying must be the national pastime in Virginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice.
Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing.
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. And Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway. The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. So you claim Lamoire's testimony was a lie? Hey, don't get me wrong, I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. She's got the court-eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Darian. Look, all I'm saying is you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky. I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lamore's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place.
This doesn't feel like a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? It doesn't feel like you're against Gavin anymore.
It feels it's you and Gavin against Darian.
Against Darian, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same feeling that you get, like, with, like, the other prosecutors when they're, like, in their last moments. Like, except for Godot. Like, and, like, Franziska, I feel like at a certain point was, like, on your side. After, like, she was reluctant, but... I don't know. Edgeworth, though, he definitely, like, in the SL9 case, he definitely was like,
Franziska, I think once Franziska has a few L's under her belt, brings it down enough that you could say that.
That and a few verbal lashings from Pearl. Kids are mean, man.
It was basically Pearl that unfucked her.
Yeah. Like, Franziska, I've noticed, like, her line is she will not whip a child.
Oh, by the way, Anime Hero mentioned this in chat.
Oh.
They revealed the opening for the upcoming Devil May Cry series on Netflix, and the song they used is from Limp Bizkit.
Oh.
It's Keep Rollin'. Was not expecting that.
Huh. Interesting. That's a very, feels like it matches, but just wasn't expected.
It's period as fuck.
Also, didn't she hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? Were they gunshots?
Ah.
Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
The first was this small device.
That's a remote triggered igniter.
Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? The remains of an iPod Nano? Not another guitar, I hope. You got that scam email too, didn't you? It's traces of gunpowder were found in these fragments.
Wait, how does he know what an iPod Nano is? He didn't even know what this igniter was.
I imagine that the judge falls for every internet scam email you can find.
He's really big into crypto right now. He's getting that Trump coin. It's gonna go up again. He swears it.
No, but like, you remember back in the day where every fucking scam email ever was like, congratulations, you won a free iPod Nano.
Yup. It was always the Nano. I don't know why it was always the Nano, but that's just how it was.
We have a report that it was something like a firecracker.
How did Gavin know about this?
What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Darian as a witness for today's trial.
No, this was supposed to be my objection, my cool moment.
Just in case.
Fucking hell. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. Our explanation here seems a bit too convenient to me.
How so?
Kinda weird that's not your fucking grounds to judge, Sharky boy. Sorry, I think a sterner person would have slapped his ass into the ground. So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off right when two witnesses came walking by? Ha!
That's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man?
How do I explain this?
He may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. Yeah, he may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Something odd?
A headset. The kind all of the band members and staff are wearing.
You know, I feel like that could have been something that was asked to me and I presented and figure it out. But you know what? This is your court now. I don't care. Yeah, we picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on?
You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage.
You side or you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn it over to you, Air Forehead. I have a question for you.
Huh? For me?
The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. Certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But it's still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You've raised the possibilities that the shots heard during the third set were faked.
Well, actually, you kind of. I just kind of made one objection. Whatever.
Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while a little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think. You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through. It can be proven.
You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
I mean, isn't that what everyone's been doing this whole damn time?
All right, let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? If you all need any confirmation, look at the box art of the video game. It does, in fact, have Apollo on it, so, yeah. Witness your testimony, if you would.
Oh, this isn't gonna be easy. Need some decisive proof, and fast.
You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. Shooting took place during the second set, huh? If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
Okay. I remember correctly. Objection! You guys are cute. Aw, thank you. Welcome to the chat, Brian. Okay.
That is the
Here's...
first time anybody has ever called me cute. Holy shit.
It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamoir's song.
Her song? What exactly is this device thingy? Doesn't look like an iPod Nano. Is it a new form of gramophone?
Come on, we just use it. Don't get me started on gramophone. You know what an iPod Nano is. Ugh. This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjusted separately, Lamovar's voice included. Oh, what is this proof?
According to Lamoir's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly.
It's
Uh-oh.
ridiculous.
Uh-oh. Someone's sweating.
Someone's having a little bit of a erectile dysfunction. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lamoa's headset would have picked up what she heard all as the same. Well, then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now.
Lamoir stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot, and I'll find the gunshots.
Well, that was fucking easy.
I want you to understand, the first time I played this game, that took me 45 minutes. I didn't fully understand what the game was expecting of me, even though they spelled it out exactly. I was getting so caught up in the, well, maybe it's like if there's like it's something about how they're combined or so. It was bad. Your Honor!
But they told you just had to isolate Lamoir's track.
Listen, I understand that. I was overthinking the shit out of it the first time I played this game.
Ah, this is why we're a good duo, because when your autism does the autism, my stupid balances things out. Wee woo.
I've gotten in the habit of like turning down my microphone when sirens start coming by.
I'm gonna fucking take a leak while the gods are fucking converging.
Okay, that gives me time to find the. Hold on, I'm gonna find where's my jingle keys? Oh, they're here somewhere. No. Now's your time to shine, Danny. I know. I gotta find it. Was it in here? Oh, reaction images. But where's okay. We can. Oh wait, hold on. There's definitely things we can do. Hold on. I'm just. Is this? Yeah. Okay, hold on. No. I got a really cute GIF. We're just gonna. Yeah. There they are. Little happy birds. They're nested in Apollo's hair. What else do I have here? Oh, this one, I use this one a lot. Thank you, Senor Palo. That one there. This is what y'all like on TikTok, right? Oh, this fucking classic of a GIF. Yeet the Pikachu. Yeet. Oh my fucking god. What? Jesus. There's so many of these stupid things I got. Hey, Chaz. Thanks for the follow. Oh god. Is there... Wait, what is this one? Oh! Oh, that's just intimidation. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna... Um... Where? Where did I just... There it is. Zinogre is my favorite Monster Hunter monster, by the way. And yes, we will be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Not sure how much we'll do on stream. We'll probably be playing a decent chunk of it off stream. But there will be hunts that we do on stream for sure. We're really filling the screen with train runners, aren't we? Are we calling gifts train runners now? You know what? This is for you. They're not train runners. They're jingle keys. There's a difference. You and your shitty opinions corner. That's where you go. So mean. So mean. Oh, and then oh my god. This one. Hold on. Hold on. I meant the mobile game. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. There's just this Jigglypuff that's just like, what? Also, yeah, Jay, the fucking Splatoon one. That was just any time I tried playing Splatoon. Just any time. Brain rot light. I mean, we can like I can do something here about that. Hold on. What is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. I just want the base one. You don't need anything super. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Are we professional streamers yet? Is this what y'all came here for? This is what we're here for, right? Wait, hold on. What? Oh shit! He's coming back. Oh, no one say anything. No one say anything. Wait, is he coming back? No, he's not back yet. There we go. There we go. Okay. No, we can still party. Wait, I know that music. Yeah, it's Subway Surfers. Hit new mobile game. As the OST here says, it's from 2012. It's 13 years ago. Wait, what else? Oh man. Dan, you've achieved levels of cringe previously thought humanly impossible. I mean, I could just like... Hold on. Maybe if I mean, I could let's see. Is this bit crushed enough that we won't get like copyright strikes? Hold on. Hold on. Is this... No, that's not bit crushed enough. No. Wee woo, they're coming for me. No. No, wait, hold on. No, there's gotta be like you fucking... Wait. What if this has to exist? Here. Yes! Ow, my ears. That's so bad. Oh, they're really coming for me. Hold on, I gotta mute. Oh, I thought they were gone. Hold on. There we go. Yo, wait, hold on. No. Y'all don't realize I have not gone maximum cringe yet. Hold on. There's do I have a gif of that? I do have a gif of that. Hold on. There's one more thing that'll make, I mean, there's a lot more things, but there's one more thing that I have here that'll definitely make this. Yeah, here we go. Anyone read Homestuck? Anyone read Homestuck? Homestuck was great. How is me doing stupid shit here actually keeping 30 of y'all entertained? This is dumb as hell. Also, I hope Ice is okay. I hope he didn't fall in.
Oh god.
Oh shit, he's back! Don't, no, fuck, no, get out of here. No, stop it. No, delete it. Nothing. Nothing.
What the fuck?
Nothing.
Dandy, did you just go to a 90s website and click on a pop-up?
No.
The fuck was all that? They're coming for you. They're literally coming for you. I can't fucking believe you.
Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamoir's vocals.
Hey, Dandy, when was COVID?
5 years ago.
Is there any reason why we're still trying to go through the toilet paper from COVID? Ah!
You know, I know how much you shit, and the fact that you're still going through toilet paper from the COVID era is genuinely impressive.
It's also like tissue paper thin. You have to like wrap your goddamn fucking arm in it in order to do anything. We've bought paper since then, you dunce. Then that means you're deliberately buying the kind that is worse than that found in a fucking high school bathroom, and I hate you for it. I actively, just because you have fucking wipes for your hemorrhoids doesn't mean I need to acquire hemorrhoids because you want me to wipe my ass with goddamn fucking high school grade toilet paper. If I can pull off a piece from the roll and it's transparent, there's a problem. I have a feeling that's gonna probably get clipped and used against me. Shut up, you slut! Anyways.
Dad, do you need a Snickers? Asks Olar.
Nah, I'm fine. I had a donut. Anyways, read your dialogue.
This is the track with Lamoir's vocals. I cannot get my emphasis on the right words at all tonight.
You're struggling with the emphasis on the wrong syllable? That's awkward as fuck.
It's so...
Wait, apparently Senri is in hysterics? What the fuck?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna message Lupus and tell him, like, some shenanigans went on while I was in the bathroom, and I have no idea what the fuck the timestamp is.
I just need to point this out. Do you know how, like, we already said that she missed the first, like, pleasure in the lyrics? You're supposed to say, pleasure, pleasure, What a fleeting feeling, or whatever.
Why, it's kind of weird. If you can butcher your way through those lyrics, why couldn't they record a human being to do that?
It's a good question, but listen to this.
Instead of like, dude, like, oh man.
Like, they even made it so, like, she sang it, like, offbeat entirely. Like, bang! Pleasure! Fuck!
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
But the neat thing is... Okay, so have I ever told you the whole thing with performing on stage? I don't know if you ever... Did you ever play musical instrument or
I did, but I
sing
never
or
did a
anything?
performance.
Okay, so there's this thing where when you're performing in front of people that haven't heard something before, they can't tell if you're fucking up because they've never heard it before.
Correct.
There was one point where there was this regional musical festival, and I had been to all of them except this one, because that was around the point where I was so goth, I was like, nah, fuck this, fuck these people. I don't like this new music teacher. He can go fuck himself. Because I was taking a stand against something, I guess. I don't know. But basically, what happened was they're singing this thing and only one girl remembered the lines. So like everybody just at the same point during this choir piece stopped singing because they all forget the lines, except the one girl who remembered. And then everybody picked up right back off, like in like a two bars after. So like she just had a weird solo, and the only fucking commentary they gave was interesting place to put a solo, a breath of fresh air. And that was the grading they got on it.
Ah,
Because even the people that were doing the grading couldn't tell that everybody forgot their lines all at the exact same time. Because normally 40 people don't normally 39 people don't forget their lines all at the same time.
yeah, that was like probably the most fortunate thing for the 39 people, and that one girl saved everyone.
Yup. And she was the one that everyone always bullied and made fun of.
Please tell me that she got a little less of that after that.
I don't know. I bullied the shit out of her too.
Oh my god.
She was also my first girlfriend, which, you know,
What?
ties in. Yeah,
What?
back in middle school.
Crazy Ice Wolf lore. Ice Wolf had a girlfriend.
I had 2 in high school, and eventually I was like, soft doesn't do it for me. And then I kissed a guy for the first time, and I was like, this is where I'm at! And that was that. Problem is, I was doing the guy when I was dating one of the girls, and I was like, yeah, I just realized I've been kind of like boning this guy the whole time we've been hanging out. And she was like, yeah, I figured. Why else would you two go into the men's restroom at the same time and have him come out with his shirt half ripped and bites on his neck?
My god. There are some times where I'm so stunned by something that I'm like, well, I can't yes and this. I have to take the autistic moment to process.
But it tracks, right?
It absolutely tracks.
By the way, for those that are listening to this on the VOD, the reaction in chat that I was interested in women at one point is so off the fucking cuff right now. I want to just to set the record straight, my dick didn't do anything at the touch of a woman or a sight of a woman. I was with them because I was like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, right?
Yeah, this is what people do.
Yeah. And then once I discovered furry porn and the internet, I was like, I'll only look at the straight stuff. But I found myself exclusively looking at the dicks. And I was like, yep, I'm gay.
Darian is horrified by this whole conversation, by the way.
I know. This is just his live reaction to the conversation I just had. He now has PTSD. Well, this has to be some kind of mistake. I believe the case has been made. Gunshots for her during the second set. Which means Lermoir's testimony was true. Ah!
hate how cool his boots are.
All right, order. So she was telling the truth about what she heard?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Oh, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch, now!
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why do we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from the weapon?
Lamoir was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent?
Once again, I'm reminded of something. Our performance that day.
Your performance that day?
My performance that day. Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Airfarhead. What is it with today? Problem after problem.
Oh, right. Yeah. Do your
What is
bad.
it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? And then I said, this part is off. Which is that, second guitar. It was you, Darian.
Well, that was a very convincing impersonation, Airfarhead. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well, You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latouche's 45 caliber hand cannon. As calling it a hand cannon is a bit...
Caliber hand cannon.
That's a bit... That's a bit I've never seen a gun before in my life.
Destiny player.
What is this? A handgun pulls out an AR-15, and this one, a handgun pulls out a shotgun. Like...
And what is this one? A pistol pulls out a nuke.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with his revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. It's a 45.
It's not a 44. It's not a 50. It's a 45. Calm down, Karen. If you dislocate your shoulder from shooting a 45, you might have trouble jacking off.
Do you think romance is dead and gone?
Were you going somewhere with that?
Full 45s by Chromeo.
Oh, right. Jesus Christ.
Wait! You mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver?
Ha! You're forgetting something! Yes, Detective Crescent? I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training. Plenty of it. I'm no amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon.
You're not even calling it a pistol. We're just calling it a weapon. Okay.
Is that big? Is 38 big? Because 45 is huge. 38 is big, right?
38 special. It's not a 22, but it's not a 45.
Thank you. That makes things so much clearer for me.
Rinky-dink police revolver. It's not that impressive.
Much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche. Which suggests there was a struggle between the killer and victim.
So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
This thought had occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say for this? Detective Crescent! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney!
Me? I mean, my sleeves are kind of rolled up, but like, it's warm in here. I don't know if I'm ready for action.
Exactly, which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on tape. That could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager, and that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to... If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Interpol. Fucking retard. A simple reason indeed. By the way, I've been calling it that this guy did it the whole fucking time.
You have, and it's
really,
been hard as fuck to just keep my tongue bitten.
Like fucking Jesus Christ. Prosecutor Gavin, is that the case that Mr. Latouche had not been in our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now we need to find a motive. Apollo, we're so far into this case. Why did you think that you wouldn't have to find a motive? All right, let's see. I'm gonna do some pressing.
I love it when Slug saw that gun, immediately he erupted into, he's a Destiny player! Like, and I could hear it in his voice. Like, in my mind, I heard it in the Slug's voice.
It's just the fact that he called it a hand cannon. Like, everything's a hand cannon. Anyways.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. There's something about, like, when Slug gets all riled up and shit, and he starts making those weird sounds, and you just kind of know that, like, oh man, it's gonna be a good time. Anyways.
But that's the same for Maki. No motive was proven for him.
Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it.
Darian, you're a detective with international affairs.
Yeah, what of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert.
Huh?
Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
Oh, that's right. Well, Detective Crescent? That's your game, is it? Guess I'd better confess then. Confess? Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas.
What? But you're an international...
See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. My condolences, Air Farhead, but he's actually telling the truth. He's never set foot outside this country, I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
That's so unfair.
Who is he pointing and laughing at? There's nobody there if he's pointing straight ahead and laughing.
Good question.
Yeah.
Like, he's just...
like, Apollo is to his right. There's nothing straight ahead. Gavin is to his left.
There's never anything straight in this courtroom.
Unless it's the judge. It's the
I-
judge that's straight ahead. So he's
I feel-
pointing and laughing at the judge in a court of law.
I don't know. I feel like the judge gets into some weird leather kink on the weekends.
You've assembled a very bizarre headcanon for this game. Unhealthy.
I have to do something with this game.
It's not gonna do it for you.
So you didn't fraternize with him at all? Oh my god. What is my fucking cadence today? Hold on. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize? I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead.
Okay, that's a little racist, Darian.
Womp, 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 womp. It's like Charlie Brown, man. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether.
You can say you were checking out the ladies all you want. No one's believing you.
I wanted to get that Lamoir to let me add her Clamoir, if you know what I'm talking about. Fucking got him. You alright?
I'm good. You sure about that?
You sure about that? Sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? I can't hear that specific phrase and not think of the fucking meme. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. What is this meme?
Oh my god. Like, fucking, it's the guy. It's the, Lupus, put it up on screen. It's the fucking bald guy going, you sure about that? Like, fucking head ass. It's everywhere.
Unironically, we're like, Lupus, put it up on screen. Is this gonna be one of our
He's like,
shorts?
Lupus is our live editor. He can do that stuff in real time. No, it's not John Cena. It's another guy who does. Are you sure about that? Like he like has his arms folded and he's looking at you like you're a fucking douchebag, and he's like bouncing his head a lot. Fucking, I'm not insane. This does exist.
Ice, I feel like you've been huffing too much of gas lately.
You fucking clamdicoot. Hold on. Fine.
No,
Hold the fucking trial a second.
God damn
Are
it.
you sure about that meme? Dum-de dum-de fucking dum-de dum-de. Oh, look! Second fucking search result! Holy shit! Look at this Tobey Maguire looking motherfucker. Here you go. Right
Here,
there.
I found it.
Ba-da-ba. Blow me!
You
Sure about that? That guy, right there. That weird Tobey Maguire looking guy.
There.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Never seen this dude before.
See? Well, now you have. You never seen this guy before. Are you sure about that?
He's got that same expression as sure, Jan.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that? I have no idea.
It's the are you sure about that guy. And so when you don't want to say, are you sure about that? Like John Cena, you say it like that, and it's even more mocking and condescending. A thing that I'm going to have to apparently be more around Dandy because his lexicon of humor is as deep as a toddler's diaper. And twice as smelly.
That's one of your weaker metaphors, I'm not gonna lie. I don't
This
feel...
just shows that this just shows that you've never been around a kid who's loaded up his fucking shorts, because that really was strong if you actually was ever around a kid.
No, you know, I'm not gonna reply to that in any capacity, no matter what I say, it's a trap.
I had to babysit once or twice, and I hated every second of it.
Yeah, this is why
it was around when I was growing out my hair too, and I realized, man, having a child trying to rip my hair out by the follicle while screaming and whacking me with fucking Stretch Armstrong from the goddamn ancient millennia times wasn't fun. Because you know what sucks? Fucking getting whacked by a child and not being able to whack them back. You know what sucks even more? Getting hit in the balls repeatedly by a fucking Stretch Armstrong swung by a character with no muscle control.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
You think
shouldn't.
it's funny getting loaded in the fucking nards by a fucking solid ancient Stretch Armstrong full of solid goddamn corn syrup. It doesn't feel good. You know how hard I hit my desk sometime? Imagine that cascading into your balls at 45 miles per hour.
No,
and just when
thanks.
just as you're like grabbing your junk like, ah, and trying to resist the urge to strangle a literal child, he's already wound up for the second shot. If you don't have a goddamn combo breaker built up, you're just gonna get stun locked until you vomit or pass out. Nobody wins in that circumstance. Don't fucking babysit. It'll change your perspective on too much of life. The stunned bobbert emote, though. Oh, man. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so much you'll forget who you're accusing of. Fucking imagining Commander Shepard. I'm tired of your disingenuous assertions. Punches in face.
Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let the evidence do the talking, yeah?
Oh, man. What evidence? That's what I want to know.
So, he's using this mode of question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence.
Your hoodie looks like a zip-up pussy. There, that's my evidence.
If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? I'm thinking through my logic. Sorry, I should be probably saying this. If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Well, if he was here checking out the cocoons, and if Darian had something to do with it, and the punishment for smuggling cocoons is death, Darian could be in some hot water.
Objection!
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
sure about that?
Oh, yeah, I love when the music cuts out. Your Honor, take a look at this.
Oh, hell. What's that? Oh, it looks like candy.
It's not. Don't lick it, please. Also,
piece of
Teddy Bear, thank
candy.
you for the gift sub.
Is it a piece of
Detective
candy?
Crescent.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Will someone stop the judge from eating microplastics, please? Detective Crescent. Ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy. Why did that? Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking throw up, dude. I hate it when I say the same shit over and over and wind up predicting the next line of dialogue. It makes it so fucking funny.
Why?
Oh, fuck, dude.
So, what it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon, a candy cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings, his candy belongings.
Ooh, a piece of a cocoon. Never see one in that color. Ooh.
It's a variety only found in the Republic of not real Virginia. Nowhere else.
All right, but what's this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely it has nothing to do with the motive for killing Mr. Latouche, does it?
It does! Wait, I mean, I think it does.
You sure don't sound that confident, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, like silk out of? Why are
Not
we
this
really?
one.
Why are we getting like so Is it me, or are they getting a little awkwardly interested in cocoons all of a sudden?
It's a fun word to say, and you don't get to say it often. Cocoon.
I once masturbated for 3 weeks while wearing a wool sweater, and everybody called it my goon cocoon.
When a caterpillar does a rush job, it's a too soon cocoon.
What is the stream tonight?
I don't know.
I'm dehydrated.
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
Curative for what?
Apparently, it's most effective.
It's what? Why are we pulling that shit out at the 11th hour? Mr. Octung baby, like, I'm gonna trip your shit up. Like, apparently it's most efficacious at treating a disease, not incurable. I did that in one take. Thank you, Ice Wolf. Good job. Proud of you. Proud of you. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out to Virginia. Whatever for. Such a miracle cure, then why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
Well, basically, the people of Virginia are a Russian analog, and they're all fucking assholes. We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't that difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
Whoa, wait, what?
There was an incident several years ago back where some of these got out onto the black market. Caused quite a commotion in the global community. So the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol?
Right! The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So, I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. That what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market and make myself a pretty penny, huh? Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
I mean, he just thought it up. He just thought it up. No one baited him into that train of thought. He literally thought it up. Bro, it fucking just outed himself for like the third fucking time. Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of the goon cocoons business.
If you use it to get the pitch of your musical instrument right, it's a tune cocoon.
If you yank the moth out of it, will it still a caterpillar? It's a too soon cocoon. Which, funnily enough, if you were to tell a joke about the Twin Towers exploding back in 2001, it would have also been a too soon cocoon.
I saw this meme the other day of Shadow being taken to the New York skyline because he really liked some movie or something. And he just looks up to Agent Stone and is just like, Stone, where are the towers?
Oh no.
I'm like, oh.
Oh. Agent Stone's like, so you're telling me people that looked like you blew it up? Agent Stone's just like,
That was actually the fucking Mobians that did it. Like fucking. Oh, don't worry about that. Some orange fox like 20 years ago just was accidentally a couple planes.
Sonic, I think I fucked up. A second one. I flew the second one into another tower. That's no good.
Oh my god, that's so fucked up. Why did we get more people watching from that? Oh my god. Oh.
I think you know exactly where to timestamp that one.
Bro, I'm just here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so fucked.
Shadow the Twin Towers hedgehog. Oh my god. Dandy's sitting there flailing his fucking mouse around the text like, read it, bitch!
Please.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover. You kids think up the dumbest shit. But no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. I just want to let all of you guys know, the way he shorthands certain things, it has taken every fiber of my being not to accidentally shorthand Cocoon and get this entire channel banned. So you need to understand the level of Herculean effort I'm putting in right now is enough to like hold up the planet.
Oh no, trust me, I'm noticing.
It's like in Smash when the announcer is like fucking
Duck Hunt.
Yeah, it's like Duck Hunt.
Like the
he puts a
overpronunciation.
really long pause there and a slow inhale. You could feel his tension. You imagine how many times they had to retake that shit?
You
Like
can
Duck
imagine.
Hunt. The what? Duck Hunt. No. You're gonna need to slow that down. Duck Hunt. No. Not quite my tempo. Duck. You really enunciate. Hunt. You don't want the internet taking that one from you. Just nice and slow it down, buddy. Not quite my tempo. Oh my god, Lupus.
Automod didn't want anything to do with that.
That Automod is literally like fucking
Wait,
the meme
no.
of like meme of the dam with a crack running down it and Superman pressing his back up against the crack so the whole dam won't explode.
Or the
That
fucking
Automod
Spider-Man
pulling that shit
stopping
right
the
now,
train. But
just
also,
like, not straight.
but also, I'll be honest, if you're not American, you might not know why that word is bad.
No, all of our international friends are like, what the fuck is this joke about? I don't get it.
Anyway.
According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's process. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. By the way, it doesn't feel like it, but this is the last testimony.
You're shitting me.
No, I'm not. This is the climactic testimony.
Duck Hunt.
Okay, do I just... Oh, let's see. Not bothered. Can't sell them, too dangerous. Cocoon smuggling ain't lucrative anymore. But there is one piece of evidence we haven't presented for anything yet. And by process of elimination, I know why he was wanting it.
Ah.
Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. Second they find out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article. That's about the Chief Justice's...
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease, a cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? Why, that naming is almost as bad as unobtainium. I've heard of that somewhere.
You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning!
Aha! Why, that's the disease that the Chief Justice's son has.
That's...
You aren't saying.
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying. The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
Oh, pee-pee-poo-poo, but even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice.
Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me, anyways? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well,
Oh yeah, you're forgetting one other important thing.
do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Borginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. So let's continue with the cross-examination.
Do you recall one specific thing that doesn't get checked?
The inside of your butthole?
I'm gonna let that one go.
Wait. Oh, right, because it damages the guitars.
Uh-huh. Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor. I don't believe it.
Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office? I believe it was something along the lines of, "It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamoire." How did it end up here? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So this guitar is from Virginia? That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruins the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lamoire's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office. Pristine and untouched. I believe it was something like that anyways. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
Are you familiar with someone named Francisca von Kama? You kind of made me sound a little bit like her, actually. This is very strange.
I can't say I've ever heard the name before, no.
Yeah, before your time. She was a class act, very hard to follow. Anyways, quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The back was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying the guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work? Good memory, forehead.
Yes, I believe it was something like, well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front. It is called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact.
An igniter.
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside her guitar? You mean...
He means this, of course.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band.
Yeah! Order! Order! So the igniter.
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
A forehead. At last it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamoir's ballad, if you please.
First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latouche.
Ah.
Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated, then the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. The guitar burst into flames, and the cocoon was lost. And then, Mr. Latouche died.
Was Lamoir there to witness it?
There's your case.
Oh, brilliant, man! Detective Crescent? I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian.
The Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
True, you haven't.
Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I had the cocoon in the first place, huh?
It's not so hard to imagine. You had help, a Borginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lamoir heard proves it.
It's over. Press the switch now.
You made this transmission from backstage.
While your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it. The coup de grace. And for once, I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
This is always the part of the case that I hate doing.
Because you basically have to accuse a fucking child. Yep.
There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. That person is the defendant, Maki Tobaye.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client. A defense attorney accusing his client. That's a new one.
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche, and I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Virginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be an accomplice. But what if he was in fact Lemoir?
It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals?
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that is true.
Now, think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemoir was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Now, looking at this, it seems Lemoir still could have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar's serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and the Lemoir stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lemoir's position in the air vent.
Ah.
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that?
Your Honor. Yes, Detective? Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time. Well, I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this! Also, you can really hear the gunshot with the percussion once you know it's there.
Yeah. Too bad, so sad, punk.
Punk? First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
Exactly what are we supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't in what we see, correct, Darian?
Right, it's what you hear. We're musicians after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianos to set off that igniter. That right?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press the switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano?
What seems to be the problem there? Piano sounded just fine. And that's the problem, man. You still don't get it? Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitarist, the bass, the piano, and the drums. Only one with the hands free was the Diva.
Lemoir!
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. They couldn't even He has the zaniest fucking reaction faces. Okay, I just heard like maybe 4 spots. No, it does not play non-stop.
The piano plays non-stop!
No, it doesn't. It does fucking not.
He couldn't have pressed that switch. There's no way he could have.
Well, Mr. Justice, piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well,
That's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo? Were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... something's odd about the performance here.
Odd?
Mr. Justice? If Maki Towaye did not press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice.
You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. What if there was a timer? Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Maki Tobae the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. What do I do? What do I do? There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd. Wait a second. What? You thought of something? What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... something's odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Maki Tobae pressed the switch? Let's hear your final answer.
I want to be a millionaire, Judge.
Can you prove that Maki Tobae pressed the switch?
Oh, you better believe I can prove it. I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show this evidence supporting such. How far ahead you sure about this? I accept that there's no evidence, man. Now let's see your evidence, Apollo. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed that switch?
Something in the performance, so. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music. What about music?
Let's listen to the piano part, around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
I hear a piano being played.
What? Doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple. I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Maki could have played that part with one hand? One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other.
What's you some kind of piano savant?
Actually, no.
And what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Fruity. Yeah? You got something? Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he? Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
Oh, so sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, how are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or two? You can't.
I admit it'll be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us that part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
Maki was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Okay. This is another part that I really fucking hated. I'm just gonna play this and I'm gonna see if you can pick it up. Because
All right.
I need to know if I was like just really stupid or if
I will snap when I think I hear it.
Okay. Just I'm curious what you
No.
heard. So that was something strange. That was the second part, but
That sounded off key. I'm just like trying to imagine in my head. Can you wind it back? Where's the actual part where...
okay. So this
Okay.
is the part that's simple.
He could play that with one hand. He could play that whole thing with one hand.
Okay, but we need to prove that he can. So hold on.
See, the thing is that pressing a switch, it sounds off key there, like on the fourth part, but I don't think the fourth part is where we're supposed to be looking.
Well,
Because he goes off, I think he goes off key. Where is the actual issue?
so just listen.
Help if I turn the stream up. That's off key.
Why do you think it's off key?
Because he hits two notes in a weird spot, but I don't think that's not the actual place.
So this I am very glad to see because I am seeing Lupus. You're also saying things. This is gonna blow y'all's mind. And I'm just gonna let the game fucking explain it.
Okay, where is it?
Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Forehead. Realize what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but at a fleeting melody" phrase.
Yeah, he stops playing for a second. That's what I had mentioned earlier in the video when they're like, he can't play that, he needs two hands, where it was like, dude, and there's like a long pause where nothing's happening. That's what I commented about earlier.
To go back to your story you told about choir, how do you know that that pause wasn't deliberate?
You don't.
Except unless you have something to compare it to.
Yup. Man. How many times do we have to listen to the same thing?
You're right. Enough of that.
Huh?
Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another section?
The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, That Night in Your Embrace."
Yeah, there's the rest of the fucking notes.
Uh-huh.
Play verse 2 again. Yup.
There. Did you hear that? Now, I am not good with music. I am not good with hearing in general, as these past 2 years of streaming have shown. I am very bad at listening. That drove me insane.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
I was trying to
because,
work through it.
Well, did they not let you listen to the part before at the very start, or do they lock you into that small segment?
Oh, you can listen to all 4 parts. It's just like what are they wanting from me? Like what are they wanting to what are they wanting me to present? Like I can tell the second verse feels like wrong, but what are they wanting from me? And thing is, I hadn't saved in a while. And I was on my last fuck up. And if I remember correctly, that was one that wouldn't let me save in the middle of it. I can't remember, though. I might be wrong on that one. I just remember that I spent a stupid long time on it because I really wanted to figure it out myself. But anyways, I am glad that I'm not alone in this. This was so frustrating. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was. But also there was a point, I think, where it was off key.
Yeah.
They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. What?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
What's that prove?
I would think you know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the 2 verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't a point. I had him play specifically so the piano would stay in the background. Oh. That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself.
Now ask yourselves why Maki changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch.
All right, order. I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yes, quite. So personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution, I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Oh, good show, Sleeves! Oh, great show!
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him why it's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Airfarhead.
Huh? Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But,
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion, but without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I don't believe it.
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence at this point. Oh, I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back. It is unfortunate, but at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo, remember what Daddy said? Yeah, he said something like, it won't be easy proving he did it, especially not under the current court system or whatever. Asked him, what do I do? And he said, good luck. Be aware that it would be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Ugh. Every man has an igniter inside of him. Find Darian Crescen's igniter and set it off. I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter. I think he just meant a weak spot. No. The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him.
He's constantly fucking overcompensating because he's jealous of fucking Gavin.
Won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I gotta find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal.
That's dark. So can I go back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I've got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we have come this far without any decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter.
Huh.
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah, yes, good guitars are kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fight time, Justice. You blow this one, it'll be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo!
Oh, hey, thanks for the donation, dude.
Yeah, thanks for the donation and the gift sub. Forgot to say that earlier.
Yeah, well, we're kind of in the neck of it.
Yeah.
What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Ethelhead? You are accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Borginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial has already run on for far, far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well then, let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that'll take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
So what is?
It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt?
Why, none other than his accomplice. The one person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tobaye!
Your client again.
Maki Tobaye was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darien Crescend could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt out guitar.
Very scientific of you.
Thus, if Maki Tobaye acknowledges his agreement with Darien Crescend concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved. Darien's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable, to say the least. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. Now, what's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Borginian law.
Ah,
Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking.
but you're wrong, Detective Crescend.
What?
It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
How?
Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia.
And they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but.
But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here, not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me.
Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tobaye. The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Maki Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? No, a house made out of pianos? Come on. Please! Don't... Why does it just look like you've been served, bitch?
You're so cool, man.
How do you fucking go from having like an existential crisis and then immediately fucking into someone doing air guitar?
Dude has like a fucking existential crisis because he is like found guilty as his best friend is there on the side playing an air guitar, just being like, you just got
Like
fucking owned.
Just air guitaring to your evident execution in the court of law. Holy fucking shit. How hard do you have to go to pull that shit off? Oh my god, he is psychotic. But he's so cool!
Darian. I considered that my last session with you. We rocked.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession. Uh-oh, he's laughing again. There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Well, have you been listening to today's trial? God, what voice did I give him?
Did you give
Was
him
it,
like
like,
some
weird,
sort of
like-
like super deep voice or something?
Oh yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
And you'll talk. You'll tell this court everything?
I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew. From the beginning, I knew.
Maki.
Situation I cannot explain, but money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite is evidence. This is the golden rule. However, it has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Maki Tobaye. Yes. I promise you will receive a fair trial by the courts of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce the verdict. I thank you.
There is... You know...
I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That is our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Maki Tobaye.
Woo! Yay! We did it! Yay! Not guilty!
On-
Woo!
On this account, but we're going to charge a 14-year-old with smuggling, so, you know.
It's fine. At least he's not getting the death penalty.
Court is adjourned.
Because apparently in the Ace Attorney world, in many cases, the charge of murder comes with capital punishment.
Yeah,
We don't think about that.
yeah, I don't know how to feel about his eyes either, Jim.
Yeah, those eyes were something. I wonder what'll happen to Maki. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon averaging. Also, did they change that photo while we were in session? Huh. Just sworn that painting was something else earlier. I guess there will be another trial here. Daddy!
I owe you both my thanks.
Lamawar?
My, is something wrong?
I'm sorry. Maki was your partner on stage, your friend.
Yeah, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do, yet. Something got a hold of him, something evil. I see that. Metaphorically, because I'm blind. And he must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Don't be sorry. They're playing happy music right now, so it'd be weird. You've given me courage.
Courage?
I'm considering an eye operation. That was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving. According to the doctor, my Loire lost her sight due to some kind of accident.
An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I fear that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared. You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. she could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth. If the light returns to my eyes, I think I'll take up painting.
Painting? That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all.
I'll paint the two of you, I promise.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamoir.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but why?
He reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is.
Right, your secret mission. Yeah.
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we'll meet again someday soon.
You bet. Me too. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it finally came to the end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. God, those abs. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad, have them catch the killer at the end.
Wow.
The end. But stick around, guys, because we have one more case to go. We're going to roll right into that. We'll at least get it started. Turnabout Succession. This is Phoenix, by the way.
Oh shit, I didn't know. They didn't give me much to work on.
No, they did not.
Okay. Oh. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of the last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. Especially when it comes to people stealing panties. That's a thing. Oh, someone just got shot. I got dueling wizards. What the fuck? And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Oh, gun wizard, tell me your story. Will the defendants be found guilty or innocent? That decision is yours. So apparently, this last act of the game is going to be the one where Dandy gets to sit there fucking jorking it gently while I do most of the voices.
Yeah, I'll try and butt in where I can, but there's... Well, you guys will find out.
So I'm gonna have to do Clavier talking to his brother. I take it.
You'll see.
Yeah, and I have to remember what voice I gave that guy, months ago. I think it was like a more fucking serious German sounding accent.
Yeah. Also, Teddy Bear, thanks for those biddies. But here we go. Hey, Apollo,
I mean,
look!
the last trials are usually more challenging, so yeah, it's gonna be something.
It's something, all right. Hey, Apollo, look! On TV! Look! Yeah, kinda busy. Oh, look at that! He's the last Grammary, all right. Amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this! Ow! What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Players are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. Why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamoir disappeared. Well, that's right. Uncle Valen did that illusion, too. Also, I don't know if you did all that much figuring out. I feel like Clavier did a lot of the work. Thanks, Trucy. But you're missing him on TV right now. What, Flavier? No! Balin! It's just getting to the good part, too. Suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're seeing now is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth, happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Wait, the Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gaviners concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Gramarye is performing for the first time in 7 years.
There's a girl there. You're gonna get to do that.
That's gonna be great! I'm so there! You and Daddy are coming too! The legendary Gramaryes. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I got the tickets and everything! Here's yours, Apollo. $70 for a magic show. Okay.
I mean, I can always look up the actual price. Who is it? Is it Phoenix?
I think that's Phoenix.
Ah, you're here working hard or hardly working? Hey, how you been?
Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of green I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time.
That goes to Drew's. Yeah, I got a present for you.
Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's firm fresh. Not just 1 pudding, but 3 old cups. Ooh, I'll have to pace myself.
Well, I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
How right you are. So, whoops.
So, still can't tell us what your mission is?
Yeah, maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyway.
Huh? Wait, with me? Ooh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can I just be a defense attorney?
To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me. You've heard of the juris system, right?
The juris system?
Yeah, that's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about that we're debuting in the 11th hour just to make gameplay interesting.
Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe? I don't know. They didn't teach us this in law school.
Maybe there's not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
The juris system, huh? So, Daddy, what's this juris system thing?
Well, Trucy, you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that like those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy is innocent or guilty?
How is it that this bitch is allowed to sit next to Apollo, do functionally nothing the entire trial, and yet doesn't know anything about the legal system?
I don't know. How did Maya do the exact same thing?
She did things. She periodically let dead people possess her with more insight than she has.
True. And she actually did save the case multiple times, despite not knowing law. So, yeah, no, I hate it because I love Trucy's design. I love the concept for her character. They did her dirty. They did every character dirty with the writing in this game, in my opinion. Anyways, I'm not... I'll just wee-woo. They're coming for me for my wrong opinions.
I mean, it's not a wrong opinion if writing is weak.
Yeah. Anyway. Ugh. Do you know Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
How do you not know what a jury is if you are a member of the judicial system?
They didn't teach it in law school.
They don't teach you what a fucking jury is in law school.
No. Hasn't been relevant for over a century.
Apollo, I hate to tell you this, but there's a reason why Clavier is the main character in this game and not you.
Oh.
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge.
They help analyze the case from different angles.
And there'll
sorry.
only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Why would you know your stuff, Apollo? It's on a paper today.
findings-
Shut up.
Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little bit more seriously now instead of treating them like a fucking dog and pony show.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show starring Dr. Wright.
Shut up, Trucy. Dr. Wright, his assistant, Trucy, and mascot Apollo, the perfect team.
Mascot? You know, I'm not even going to be
come on.
offended by that.
Come on, Apollo. There's art of you in a fursuit online somewhere. Do a
Well,
backflip. Do a split.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I commissioned that? Like, I
Yeah.
told both of you that I have one.
Yeah. That's why you're the mascot. It's all right. I didn't tell Trucy about the SPH.
What? No, it doesn't have... Wait, does it? Oh, I didn't mean to get one of those.
Sure you didn't, kid. Your secret's safe with me.
Anyways, what is this secret mission you've been talking about?
I love how in chat Star's just like, I did a split at Riker's house after he shot me. Well, not directly after.
The context, I think, is Nerf battle?
Yeah, but like, without the context, it's extra funny. But no, I was in the call when I heard him cock the fucking thing and shoot it. Fucking Star is a goddamn gremlin in real life. It's fucking hilarious.
The Jura system is my mission, more or less. Anyways, keep in mind that new ideas like this are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. Oh, I'm
Or
not
the
that
American
bad, am I?
Or the American government system. Any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
Now, I'll take a case as simple and just choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally.
Helping how?
Making sure to stack it in our favor. I mean, well, for one, I'll be a chair of the Jura System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom.
Wow, it's like you have a real job.
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
Trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting.
It's a glorified tutorial.
So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about?
Well, since this is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True. This case is a murder.
That's not simple at all! By simple, did you mean that the defendant is...
Guilty. Yes, most likely. So good luck, Apollo.
With what?
With the trial tomorrow, you're defending, of course. Recall that I said I had something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And potentially serious sentence, the most serious in a worst-case scenario.
You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial. It's a real trial.
All the forms have been filled. There's no turning back now. Trial begins tomorrow at 10. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Because I'm an asshole, Apollo. That's my entire fucking character arc that we've been going on this whole time. I am an asshole and I make shitty decisions and do shitty things to shake up people's expectations of the doofy shithead I was previously, so you look like the doofy shithead and I look cool. The second I'm back in a blue suit, I'll go back to being a doofy shithead. Like that. Like you flicked a switch. But right now, while I'm in my stupid pussy hat, I'm going to act like a cunt and you have to deal with it. Capiche? Great. Oh yeah, there was a change this morning, by the way.
I'll roll over and take it.
Like you always do. I picked a new case.
Huh?
Something that happened last night.
All right. So, what case are you gonna use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm gonna be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yeah, of course, it's just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway?
Well, mine, committee chair, remember?
Oh,
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose. I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
good. That's better.
But you can't talk to anybody involved with the case.
What? Then how am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of the trial. All of it.
But you don't want it to backfire, do you?
Yeah, there's potato, tomato, Apollo. If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's wasting. But first, hold on. I want to talk. Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission and everything, but what about this? The True Grammary Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right, card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth will shake! So, what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Valen. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right!
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Don't worry about that. You'll hear about it tomorrow regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. Because it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Grammary. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't that Silk Hat the Grammary seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Trucy.
Yay,
there's a kanji on it. Like the kanji is like describing the face.
It's great, but today isn't my birthday.
Good point. What day is it today, Apollo?
Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day or something.
Then it's a recycle your plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic! Well, I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy?
No.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. You want to take a screen cap of, like, the kanji to figure out what it is?
You're dry. Don't know if it's gonna be... I don't know if there's gonna be an interference because of...
Yeah, because, I mean, I think I see...
Dude's face.
It's the silk hat, the nose, and the chin are, like, the extra bits, I think.
Yeah. Let's see what I can't do.
It probably is just, like, magic or something.
Yeah, it's probably something super basic, unfortunately.
Did you get the picture?
Yeah.
Sweet. An envelope about the Grammarys, huh? All right. before we leave...
That plan intrigues you, doesn't it?
Not really. It's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function.
No secrets. Just lots of memories. And a name, too. You want to hear it?
Not really.
His name is Charlie, if you were curious.
Really? I wasn't. I love how, like, just upset Apollo is whenever Phoenix is around. It's just like, I don't want to be here right now. But also, like, Phoenix has needled him at every turn, so... That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. Always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter," and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client gonna be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Yeah! Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat.
Well, shit.
I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right! Okay.
I'm the amazing Mr. Hyatt.
She passed out! Magic underwear might have been a better bet. That's magic panties, Apollo. It's more sophisticated.
Oh my god, it's just Hyatt. She's just anemic, that's all. She has Il Palazzo and then falls over. Making a reference to an anime only Asian I know.
What anime?
Excel Saga.
Oh.
Maybe
Check
she's
that out.
anemic. Maybe, like, they got the same look and everything. Maybe the problem is, like, you know, she just gets anemic. She tries to move and she just dies for a few seconds and then gets back up. Like her heart starts and her heart stops and anything and just nah. But fucking her heart stops. She falls over. 3 seconds later, gets back up.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, no, she dies and keeps coming back to life. That's her thing.
Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I don't know what the I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. I don't know why the fuck I thought that was a good idea to ask any of that.
It's Katrina Gibson. She's just over here. That she's not talking because she's been sexually harassed by Gillian Seed so many times she's traumatized.
Oh.
There's only so many blue-haired girls that I can reference. I'm sorry.
What?
Why is it all the blue-haired girls are always weird too? Like Rei Ayanami's like silent and anemic and weird.
You're gonna... Never.
What? What? Is she like Rei Ayanami? Is she a fucking clone or something like that? That's her problem? The plot revolves
so what's
around
your
her being
name?
a clone? Don't.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. Oh, this is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately?
Howdy, Zippy.
Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Well, I think I understand despair a little better now.
Dang.
You did good, Apollo.
Oh, she gave you a hand.
Look, she's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me.
Oh,
Could you read this? Sure. Like a teenager on a first date. This is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card. Name and an address. Name is Vera Misham? The address is for Drew's studio.
I have a friend who's Jewish.
And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out.
Boy, they sure are making this one interesting, aren't they, Dandy?
It's weird.
Oh. Looks
Wow.
like Lamora's operation was successful. Now she's drawing all sorts of weird shit.
This looks like... It looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah. Looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking.
Reference for anybody that knows Bluefish. There we go. What the fuck?
Apollo, look at this one.
Oh, man discovers clitoris. I've seen that one before. Yeah, it's a good one.
Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. Rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point.
It looks like the Nautilus from Baldur's Gate 3.
That is odd. All the paintings have a really different style, too. Ah, I thought I might find you two here.
Oh my god, this bitch.
Emma, long time no see. Oh? Seems like I run into you far too often. I bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. Miss Wright chose you, huh? You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Oh, his face.
Oh my god, he looks half finished.
Misham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackers. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else... let's see. Let's chit-chat with them a little bit. So, this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Did a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in this studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in that letterbox there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Not Mr. Misham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? Maybe he just didn't like technology. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect? Please?
Dang.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. Happened during the interview, apparently. Wait, his first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? Also, this woman, Vera. She's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep. Real sickly girl, ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. Quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. Also, God, I can't imagine living your whole life inside and, like, thinking that you'd die if you stepped outside. God, that's gotta be terrifying.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
How much do you think, like, creators write stuff just to vent weird built-up sexual tension?
Probably a decent amount.
Cause, like, you know Beastars, right?
Oh, of course.
You know, like, a lot of that is Paru Itagaki being horny.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of horny in it.
Yeah.
And then the series she did after that is, like, about a girl that wants to fuck a ghost that's haunting her. And, like, her current series is about, like, what happens if the Earth's population is really low. So 50%, like 100% of all pets, or like 50% of pets get transformed into anthros, and people are allowed to fuck their pets to reproduce so the human race doesn't go extinct. And, like, it's literally got parts in it where the main character's pet dog, who's now a buff hot dude, furry, is like, I want to mate with you. And it's like, the author's not even vaguely failed fetish now on full display. It's like fucking Twilight. You know, Twilight was basically fetish porn that got really popular. It's like, what is that? Why? What? Just write porn. Just do porn. Stop trying to pass the thing you're really horny about as not porn to get more people to believe it's totally normal and not porn. Just be okay with making porn. It doesn't make you a bad person. I swear to God, I've been doing it like half of my fucking life. Just make porn. It's okay. I believe it or not, your audience gets larger every year, and the audience, you know, has a larger age range. It's more acceptable. You don't need to write weird shit and try and pass it off to the entire general audience as being okay.
She's the daughter of the mangaka of Baki. And he's weird too.
Yes. Yeah. No, Keisuke Itagaki is just as fucking weird. I know weird runs in that fucking family, but like I think Paru needs to take the chicken mask off, goon a little bit, get it out of her system, and just write some porn. That's what she does. She wears a chicken head. Like, you know in Beastars in Beastars how like there's this chicken chick who makes all the egg sandwiches out of her eggs?
No.
And everyone
I've never watched Beastars.
It's in the manga as well. Like, fucking there's this chicken chick. She's like a hen, and like she makes really good egg salad sandwiches, and it's made from her own eggs that she lays, and she like fucking makes these egg salad sandwiches and everyone loves them. That's fucking Paru Itagaki's persona. In real life, because she doesn't want to reveal her identity, she wears a fursuit head of that chicken.
The more I learn about this woman, the more I love her.
Literally, Dandy, look up fucking any picture of Paru Itagaki, and if it's real life, it's a picture of her in a fucking chicken suit. Yeah, I just Google searched Paru Itagaki. Literally, this is what came up. I am not kidding. No, in real time, Dandy. I swear to fucking God.
On screen.
I just put it in there. That's it. Paru Itagaki. All images of her are in a giant chicken head suit. And she's poodling. That's so she doesn't reveal, like the guy who made Nier Automata, like the Nier shit. She does the same thing. He's got like the moon, like the creepy moon head. Japanese people just don't like sharing their identity if they're into weird shit.
Yeah, there was this oh god, what's their name? Man with Mission. They did one of the fucking Gundam openings for Iron Blooded Orphans, and their whole band, they all wear wolf heads.
Tupperware Remix Party is another band that does the same shit, but
So
I think
is
that's
Daft
more their
Punk.
characters. Daft Punk was to protect their identities. Tupperware Remix Party is literally just like their bit, basically.
Toby Fox also did that dog mask. Yeah, some people just don't want the limelight, and honestly, I cannot blame
Smart.
them.
They're being safe, especially when you're writing manga about your fucking like dog wanting to fuck you. That's like, she definitely had some weird ass dreams and was like, this would make a good comic to get people interested in my stuff. And people are sitting there in the background like, we liked Beastars more when there was more world building to go with the horny weird shit. Now you're just being weird, Paru.
You know what? It's gonna be one of those instances where she's just gonna make weird shit for the rest of her life, but I'm gonna be here for
totally.
it because, like,
Yeah.
I just want to point out, if a Rocky can get away with half the shit he's gotten away with, she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh my god, the comic about the murder, the pet anthers is a murder story. So the part where her dog wants to fuck her is just like, you know, a side story. Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Welcome to BFG Streams, where just before we close out the stream, we have tangents about the weird shit. Like the tired from voice acting energy is on, and the talk about weird shit energy is up. We can't even clip this bit because it went on too long. We were just talking about really weird shit.
So,
BFG Streams, we talk about weird shit.
let's see. I'm seeing like what there is in this investigation. I'm gonna finish talking to Emma, and that's where I think we'll call it.
Right, Otaito.
There's gonna be a ton of shit to investigate here, but in the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? But why would Shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. So, about the poison. It was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night, he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Mission when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Huh.
That's a pretty normal looking place.
That's what your little art studio looks like, right? Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was a reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet, the reporter never got near Mr. Misham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Okay. There is so much here. But we're gonna get into it all next week. Also, because every single time that I have to do Apollo on the pursuit, that wrecks my fucking vocal cords. I don't know if you guys could tell, but like right after like Apollo like was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kick ass here. Yeah. That's when I started going.
Yeah, it takes a lot out of you, doesn't it, Daniel Bandicoot?
Sure
You
does.
just
I
have to
hope,
be on the whole time. Yeah.
sure. Hope you're ready for it next week.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down. I'll make this shit happen.
But as always, y'all, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Give me a second. I do need to check to see if there was any fan art tonight. There is no fan art. Perfect. So let's take a look. I'm just taking a look to see if there's anyone that we want to raid.
Yeah, there's
if you see anyone.
Ivycomb. There's that Dervish guy, Ivycomb, Callus, Atman Ryu, Barley. There's a bunch of options. Pick a pick.
It's been a hot minute since we've raided Ottman, so let's go ahead and raid him. What is he doing? Oh, he's
Right.
doing Trials of Mana. And he's got a couple friends along. That is awesome. All right. So, as always, y'all, I'm getting the raid set up here. But thank you so much for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for all the biddies, the subs, the gift subs, the follows, the
You always
being
you
awesome.
you always thank everybody before I ever have a chance, so it always makes me feel like I'm being super fucking ungrateful.
Oh no, this is thanks from both of us. Like we
Yeah.
both obviously are
I know,
very
I know,
super
I know.
appreciative.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Well, we hope you have an awesome time, and we will see you later. And as always, please don't forget, drive safely.